Hi, this is Dale Corpus bringing you another episode number 4 of the Sold by Dale Show. So the goal of the show is to bring you experts on relevant topics in the residential real estate field to help you understand the art, the science, and nuances of the Bay Area real estate market. If you watched some of my shows in the past, all of my guests were connected to the mortgage industry, but today we're changing things up. The guest I have standing right beside me is Ana Vides from Casa Royal Staging. Wave hi to our audience.
Hi everyone!
She has an amazing staging business, and I know firsthand because I've personally done staging projects with her on my own listings. Anna has an extensive background in interior design and home staging, and she's part of RESA, which is the Real Estate Stagers Association. And what Anna does best is she helps sellers and realtors transform an ordinary home into a hot, desirable commodity that appeals to the masses. She highlights the best features of a home, which results in a quicker sales cycle and a higher price for a seller. So this is a really exciting topic, and I want Anna to talk more about it. So stay tuned. Okay, Anna, so thanks for being on my show today.
Thank you for having me.
I know you personally. A lot of my audience doesn't know you yet. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I am a property stager and interior decor designer, and I've been in the business for about 15 years.
Okay.
And I started my own staging business about 4 years ago, and I'm very passionate about what I do and enjoy it very much, and being around people and helping, clients sell their home.
Okay. What areas do you stage around?
I'm all over. I travel for my clients anywhere they need me. So I could be in the Bay Area, San Francisco area, the East area, South, Central Valley.
Okay, nice.
That's right.
So
I
you
travel.
have a really big territory, which is nice because I know some
Yes.
stagers only focus on a certain city
Correct.
or a certain couple cities, which is good.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, some people don't even know what home staging is.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about what is home staging in your words?
Simply home staging helps you show your home in better appeal. We market your home. It's marketing your home to get it ready and prepare it for sale with specific furniture, placement of furniture, removing things that are not needed to be there, depersonalizing and things like that. So we get it ready for it to go on the market where the pictures look great, and you get more people that want to come in and take a look at your house.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I know that you see it from the view from how a buyer would view a home.
Yes.
Right? So it's just like you always keep that in account.
I am a buyer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, to make the house really shine for the masses, I would say.
That's right.
Then I guess on a related note, why do you think that staging works? Why do you think it's so popular nowadays?
Staging is pretty much imperative now.
I agree.
It's absolutely something that it works. It just works. It's a fact. 95% of homes that are staged sell faster than those that are not.
I mean, and I think too, to add to it, that they sell faster, and it actually a lot of times nets even more because of the multiple bids that come in.
And that's our
stage
goal,
homes,
right? Yeah, that's our main goal.
Yeah, I mean, when I work with sellers a lot of times too, when they haven't worked with a stager or a professional one in the past, they say, what can a stager do that I can't? I just want to stage the home myself. I mean, for that type of person, it's like, what do you think the difference is between a seller trying to stage themselves and a professional stager?
Well, that's why we're called professional stagers.
Okay. So it's like, I think it's really important because they don't realize the value, meaning skill set, knowledge base that you have. I mean, can we talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We go in and as a proper, in my professional opinion, when I go into somebody's home, and not every home is the same.
Absolutely.
They're all different. Your clients are all different. And so I have to go in and pretty much marry that home at that time and understand the client. The client is already is emotionally involved in, you know,
Mhm.
their taste, their furniture, and I go in and I neutralize it for them.
That's a really good word.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's and it's there for the masses.
Mhm.
You know, it has to have appeal to it, placement properly, not too much accessories, art wall, art wall
Yeah.
hung correctly,
Yeah.
and things like that.
I mean, another thing that I know you're good at as well as like color, the use of color. I mean, can we talk about that? And what do you know about
Yes.
color and how it comes into play just for, I guess, the masses?
Okay, so staging, it could be very different. Sometimes more of a neutral, beige, browns, colors like that
Mhm.
are used in a home. I love color, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
So I
Makes me happy too.
stage.
Yeah.
Not with a lot of color, but
Mhm.
I sage specific areas with pops of color.
Okay.
And by doing that, it focuses the eye towards that area. We're there to enhance your home,
Okay.
architecturally niches that have been placed, people don't know what to do with them. So
Mhm.
we let you know and we show you what you can do there.
Okay. I mean, another thing you do as well is that you help maximize the flow of a home, like space with the right size furniture and the placement, like you were saying, right?
Correct. Have you ever walked into a home where they have like two couches
Yeah.
all together and part of the couch is hanging off of a wall and
Yeah.
well, and that's okay for them,
Yeah.
but when you're showing a home, it has to be placed properly and show.
From the standpoint of being a realtor, it's like buyers actually pay attention to that kind of stuff.
They
Yeah,
do.
because even though that seller could have really gotten a smaller couch that fit the proportions of that room, it's like to a buyer sometimes they think that the room is just too small.
Exactly, and that's what it does. It cuts your room in half, and you don't want to do that. You want to show them that what they're buying is the space.
Yeah, that makes
That's what they're
sense.
going in and looking at. So it's important that you show that there's possibilities here, that there's different things. They want to visualize themselves
Living in the
there,
house, right?
living in the home with their furniture, their things,
Mhm.
and so that's why it's important to place them
So,
correctly.
so along the same line where some folks really do want to stage their own home, and I'm sure you've seen homes where sellers have done it themselves. Have you seen any common mistakes that a seller staging their own home have made, and what are those mistakes?
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't understand that they're still using the same furniture and placing it in the same area
Mhm.
and making those mistakes. Not that it's bad the way
Right.
that they're living. Absolutely not. It's just that to show a home, we're marketing this home, and so they don't understand that it is
Okay.
now a product.
Yeah.
So placement is important. Depersonalizing is
That's
important. And
huge.
that's huge.
Yeah.
Cleanliness, the color. Because look, if you think about it, if they have a red wall, a bright orange wall, what's that going to do to the bottom line? People are going to come in, they're going to say, they're going to think, oh gosh, I got to spend more money to paint this.
Yeah.
So they're going to ask for a reduction. We don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we come in. And we let them know, look, just let's paint it this.
Okay.
And people walk in and it's fresh and it's great. And so that's out of their mind.
And I'm glad we're talking about just that in general, because sometimes people have the conception that stagers only just bring in furniture that they have in a warehouse just to make it fit or whatnot. But it really isn't that. You actually just you find the right pieces that fit for that house.
That's right.
And you also you bring in the use of like what color would be right for this house, to really appeal to all the buyers out of there.
Right. I mean, if I was just to choose furniture, that'd be easy. Anybody could do that. But we have to plan it. We have to design it.
Yeah.
We need all that prepping time. We're building a home from scratch pretty much. and it has to have a nice flow to it
Yeah.
from room to room, because this is how your potential buyers are coming through. So that's very important. So it's not just, oh, we have a couch and we'll put it here and a table, and no, and placement, you know, you could place a pillow and just kind of just throw it there, but if it's not properly placed, believe it or not, it makes a big difference. And they don't notice that, but that's why we're there, because we place it right so that it looks amazing.
Yep, that makes sense. So someone hires a stager like you, what do they expect as, you know, part of the process? How does it work?
Well, you know, it's real simple. It's not, people kind of think, oh my goodness, it's like hiring an interior designer.
Yeah.
They think, oh, it's so expensive, you know.
Right.
No, it doesn't have to be expensive. It's not, and it's simple, and you leave that up to us. You know, we all negotiate, don't we?
Yeah.
So it comes to a point where give a stager a call. You know, give me a call. I'll answer all the questions that you need. It doesn't have to be expensive. We're all on a budget.
Yeah.
I know I am, right?
Yeah.
And so what I normally would do is I talk to them through it and I ask them questions. You know, how big is your home? What were you looking for? Let me go in and meet with you. Always on one-on-one, that personal level is the best, where they can feel at ease and comfortable. And also interview, not just one, but maybe two stagers. It's important that you know who you're working with. And it doesn't have to be expensive.
Okay.
So
That makes sense. And then at the point of like they want to meet with you and whatnot, how does it go from there? Say you talked on the phone and then you wanted, the next step I'm guessing is a walkthrough of the house.
Yeah, so there's two ways that I do this. If it's a consultation, and that means that I do charge for my consultation. That can take up to 2 hours, and I go through the entire house. I make all my notes, I take my pictures, and then I send them a nice copy of room by room, how to start getting prepared, how to put things away, things that are not needed, you know. It's a checklist.
Okay.
Easy breezy checklist, you know, and who doesn't love that, right? And so it makes their lives so much easier. It's an emotional time for people.
Right.
It's hard. It's not, you know, it's easy for us, but it's not easy for them. So on top of that, we have to make sure that our clients are okay and that they feel they've got a team with them, you know, helping them through this. And that's very important. So if I'm just going to go for a quote, you know, a staging quote, then I go through, I meet with the client, I take my pictures, and then I leave, and then I send them a quote. So there is a difference between a consultation and then just a quick quote.
Okay. And then somebody could ask you more details on that by reaching out to you, obviously. Say somebody just, you know, was curious about just home staging costs. I mean, is that something that can be answered on the phone, or how much is home staging in general? I know this is difficult because homes are all different sizes.
Yeah, well, it's an amazing question. It's a question I get all the time, and I go back to not each, you know, two homes are the same. It depends on how much they want staged, what they need staged. My professional opinion is that your main living spaces must always be staged. That's what, you know, people look at first. The master bedroom, the rest of the rooms, not so much. If the client wants it, absolutely. But
meaning
then
a whole house stage.
Yes.
Whole house stage.
And then the cost goes up, you know. But that's common sense, you know. So I normally just suggest that because I know that will sell your house. They want everything staged, then that's fine too, you know, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna sell faster because the rest of the house is staged.
Okay. So is it really hard to give a quote even on the really on the phone, or do you really have to walk through each house?
You have to walk through each house. It is difficult. I can give them an estimated cost, but you know, it's not the main quote. So definitely meeting and going, and I don't charge for that. You know, I provide this service where I'll go to your home, I'll take pictures, and I'll send you a quote, and that's simple. So we never have to worry about that to get a quote.
And then where can someone even find a stager?
So I belong to RISA, as you know, Real Estate Stagers Association, and that is a great place. Strong ethical standards, and you can find stagers from looking through them. Your best bet would probably be your realtor. They are compacted with everything that you are going to need through this process. Friends, family, any of your search engines within your area. So I would always go back to your realtor though.
Okay, good. I mean, and you guys could always ask me for a resource, and Anna is a great resource for a stager as well. And she's also part of RISA, like she was saying, which is the Real Estate Association for Stagers.
Correct.
And I know that you have a website. Can
Yes.
you just shout out what your website address is for everybody?
Yes. My website is Casa Royal Staging .com. Sorry.
Yeah. And what's your phone number as well?
My number is area code 209-481-3086. Give me a call. I'll answer
Or a
your
text,
questions.
right? That's
Or
a
a
cell phone as well, so you could call
text.
or
Yeah,
text.
absolutely.
So for all you texters out over there, you could text her as well. Well, thank you for being on my show. You had a lot of good
you.
information. It was nice to hear somebody else that's in the industry that wasn't mortgage related, and you bring a
Yeah.
nice wealth of knowledge just to everything that you bring for get a house ready to sell.
Well, thank
So
you.
thank
I
you.
appreciate your time and for inviting
Yeah,
me to
see
your
you.
show. I
See you next
appreciate it.
time.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.